Hello, adventurers! You got Danny here talking and the cameraman currently, and then you got Sawyer over here safely keeping his eyes on the road. But we are headed from Tulsa to Kansas City to go to Planet Comicon. This is something that we like to do every year when it comes up. It is a yearly thing, and it's just nice to get back up to Kansas City for a few days. So that is what we're doing. We just got a, I don't know, like 4-hour car ride. So that is where our trip to Kansas City is starting. We're headed up there and we're gonna check into our hotel. So we'll see you when we get there. We have made it to Kansas City and we are headed to our hotel, but we had to stop off and get some Margaritas because it's my favorite Mexican place and we're not going to miss an opportunity to get food from Margaritas, and we're starving, so we cannot wait to dive into this food after we get checked in. It's going to be delicious. We just got to our room at the Lowe's Hotel in Kansas City and we want to give you guys a quick room tour. All right, so the door is right behind me, and this is the view into the room. And then here's the bathroom. And then you go in here. And they gave us 2 queen beds, which is fine. We usually love to have our king-size bed, but here's the awesome, cool, if I could get the curtain open, view of the city. Alright, today is the day we go and get our wristbands. So we're headed over to get those wristbands from the Bartle Hall area. Lowe's Hotel is hooked on to Bartle Hall, so that is a perk of staying here. Okay, we're gonna pick up our wristbands. We just picked up our wristbands and we got this cool pin also. So we got pink wristbands that are our 3-day pass. And now we are going to head back to a hotel and chill probably for the rest of the night. We decided to not eat in our room, so we came back down to the lobby and we're gonna eat this Margaritas.
Oh, there's a dump salsa.
Nachos. Oops, we might have dumped a salsa. Wah, wah, wah. I wanted to record this just to keep the memory from not being forgotten, but we definitely went over and sat at the bar and Christopher Lloyd was just chilling there reading the newspaper. We did not bother him. He was definitely in I want to relax mode and I could tell his vibes. So, but it was very cool. We sat at the bar with Christopher Lloyd. We have arrived at Friday, which is day 1 of Planet Comicon, and we have already eaten breakfast and drank our coffee and woke up because it starts at 1 today. So we have had a few hours to just kind of hang out and do whatever.
Nobody will know who I am.
So I wanted to document Sawyer's getting ready process because he is cosplaying today. I am not cosplaying today.
Pudgy Triple H. I'm triple lowercase h.
He's so freaking excited, guys. This is Sawyer as excited as he's gonna get.
And if you don't like my costume, I've got 2 words for you. Suck it!
Excellent. So I mentioned that I don't have a cosplay today, but I did learn how to make a circle skirt with an elastic belt. So the fabric I got has stormtroopers and Darth Vader on it, and I made it a double layer because white fabric, I feel like I just can't really trust white fabric, but I also have shorts on as a, you know, just to have them on. But I made a skirt. It's so cute.
How you feeling, Danny?
Excited. I'm ready. How are you feeling, Triple H?
We're doing something new today. We have on our DJI mic mini, so we'll see how the audio is. We have not ever used these before, so what a good time to try
They're
them
like
out.
this big. They're so
Yeah,
cute.
it's this little guy right here. So Hopefully we know what we're doing, but we probably don't. Hello, adventurers. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Triple H.
And I'm Danny.
And together we are
McPeek Adventures.
Danny, where are we?
We are going from our hotel to Bartle Hall in Kansas City for Planet Comicon.
Hey!
Recognition number 1. Anyway, let's go adventuring.
Let's go adventuring. Sea of people.
That's awesome. He's the Pepsi Man. We made it!
What happened?
We made it! Oh, what now? What now? Getting some merch. This is one of my favorite parts of con is getting my Planet Comicon merch. So I'm getting a hoodie. It will be my 3rd Planet Comicon hoodie.
Awesome, you're all set.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Wanted to get it before they run out.
Yeah. Hey, it's our Tulsa guy.
Hey, what's up?
But he's now in Denver.
You're now in Denver?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, hey, you were at Tulsa Comic Con.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
If you want to take another
It's the tiniest sensor bar.
Yeah.
This is Mario's comics.
House of Mystery, Elvira.
She was here last year.
Yes. We are here with one of our favorite artists, local to Kansas City. So please introduce yourself.
Hi everybody, my name is John Knell and I am a contemporary pop culture and sports artist
Beautiful.
based here in Kansas City.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, so he's local. That's awesome.
Yeah.
If you pan over to his booth, you kind of get the local aesthetic of sports, and it's very unique. And okay, so what inspires you to create, and why do you go this direction of sports and local sports?
Well, that's a great question. And my art is based in community, and I create art for community and the people in my community. So that is the way that I serve people in my community, and that is also the way that I develop friendships.
Yes.
And I follow my passions. So I know pop culture and sports, they're kind of 2 different sides, but to me, it all makes sense somewhere in my brain. Yeah.
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 So the day I think that we met you,
Yeah.
we were walking back from I forget what it was, but some kind of a thing downtown.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
were outside,
Yes.
and you had a canvas hooked
Yes.
onto a fence.
Oh my
and
gosh,
you
that's right. That's
and,
right. Yeah. Brian,
soccer coach,
Coach Turner.
They
Coach
were
Turner.
making a piece of art by kicking a soccer ball. Like they
were.
dipped their soccer ball into paint, and they were kicking it at this canvas so that he can make like his backdrop for
Okay.
his.
Can I grab the soccer ball?
Yes, yes.
So this soccer ball,
It's here.
here's one of them right here. So one of the processes I use to apply paint to canvas is we take a soccer ball, we dip it in the paint, and then we kick it on the canvas. And this soccer ball actually helped to paint that canvas right there. And so since I'm old and I'm not that good a kicker anymore, I have to hire people, and my friend Brian helped me do the actual kicking. And I have pieces where local soccer players that played for the Current and played for Sporting KC have actually helped me create these pieces. So, yeah. And then the soccer ball becomes a piece of art too.
And it's not your typical medium. You're not using like to make your background, you're not using a brush, you're using a soccer ball.
Yeah, and if you look at these backgrounds here on my table, if you can kind of see some of them, they're all made using a soccer ball and then other, kind of abstract elements as well. But yeah.
Yeah, how can we find you if we want to
You can
buy
find me
something?
in 2 places. My website is www.johnnell.com, or I'm on Instagram as Johnny_KC.
Oh, Sawyer and his photo ops. Sawyer found his favorite things to find at con.
I have to get this.
We are here in the author area, and I love to read, as you guys know, but we have met an author, and I would ask her to introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Rachel LITFIN, our LITFIN of the Chronicles of Royal High series.
Okay, and then...
And this is my book booth.
Yeah, and I love it. It's beautiful. Like, your table has sparkle and great textures all over it. And
It is enchanting.
It is enchanting. But I would love to know a couple things.
Yes.
How did you get started writing? And what inspires you to write?
All right. So I got my start writing because I was a bored child and my mom used to hand me notepads when I was like 5, 6, 7 years old with my crayons and colored pencils, and she'd be like, write me a story.
Okay.
So obvious, and I would of course make pictures to go with it. Eventually that turned into 13-year-old me, having just started high school, coming back from the Renaissance Fair with my family.
Oh, yes. Love
And
those.
I had spent the whole day like intermingling with like kids my age at like a Renaissance Fair, right?
Yes.
And I was just so inspired. I'm in the back seat, we're coming home, and I'm just staring out the window, and I'm like, did Renaissance Fair kids have a high school they went to? I mean, like, I know they didn't, but what if they did? Like, did they learn blacksmithy or agriculture, like a community thing? Well, would the Royals have their own school? No, no, the Royals would have their own
Probably.
institution they would go to. And at the time, I really loved Winx Club, and I would write Winx Club fan fiction. And my OC and my Winx Club fan fiction characters, all of this created Royal High. Flash forward 13 years later, and I worked on this for 13 years. My mom
goodness.
was like, keep writing, that's so cute. Keep writing that down, that's so cute.
Thanks,
I
Mom.
I didn't pay attention in math class, but it's fine. I married an engineer and a finance guy. He's great. No. I wrote this series for so long, and then finally in my mid-20s, I got my ish together. It was a 600-page manuscript at that point.
My goodness.
And I was like, I have to do this. I have to do this. And I've been doing Comic-Cons for a while as a cosplayer. And I hard rebranded. I'm like, I'm not a cosplayer anymore. I'm an author. These are my books. I'm going to do a table. This was 2018. And then it took off, and then 1 became 2,
My
became
goodness.
3. So that's the short story of it. I was very encouraged by my family. They believed in me.
That's
and
amazing.
I grew up on a steady diet of Tolkien. I played World of Warcraft.
Okay.
I was a fantasy kid through and through, and it all went into make this lovely young adult pop fantasy story about the teenage nobility in the realms of Edenarth must band together to reforge the order of paladins to fight back the dragons that are invading their realms, but also while attending Royal High, the finishing academy for nobility.
Beautiful.
That's it.
I love it. Okay, so she is from the Sacramento area. She just moved to Kansas City, so I would say she's now a local Kansas Cityan.
I am a local through and through.
That's
because
huge.
I got married to the local author of the Kansas City Born and Raised Hyperborea book series.
Oh, we
my
have to talk to him too. Okay. Author couple over here.
I was out here 2 years ago for Planet Comicon from California because I got booked with a table, and and then I met him, and then we got married last October.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
All right, so if we want to find you, where can we find you?
You can find me on all social media platforms. I am most active on my Instagram. Type in Rachel LITFIN and just Google. All of it will come up. But Instagram is my most active. Starting to post more on my TikTok. And all my books are on Amazon and Kindle. And Soundbooth Audio is releasing my audiobook later this spring.
Very cool.
It'll be exclusive on their platform with a full audio cast. There's like 4 different voices on it.
That's amazing.
It's so good.
That makes an audiobook like so much better. All right, well, thank you so much. Okay, so we just met Miss Rachel, and now we're going to meet Ethan. So tell me about yourself and your creation here.
Yeah, so my name's Ethan ZOLOTOR,
And
Amazing name.
thank you. Yes, real name, not a nom de plume. That is my real name. But this is Hyperborea. It is a sci-fi fantasy series. Feels a bit like X-Men meets Avatar: The Last Airbender. It is a book series with 3 books, 1, 2, and 3, but we also have a manga adaptation. And so this manga adaptation has been translated to Japanese. We debuted it at Tokyo Comic-Con.
Whoa.
And it's ongoing. So it is an adaptation of the books, and we follow the story of Eos and Maxima. They are siblings, and they are soul wielders. So they have some special powers, but they're being used and pursued because of that. So in a dystopian version of our world, the North American government is harvesting these siblings' abilities, and when they finally break free, not only is the government after them, but suddenly this off-world crime organization shows up, and they just so happen to have powers like Eos and Maxima. So that's the first book. It's a search for freedom and understanding where they came from. And yeah, there's 3 right now.
What's your inspiration of writing this series?
Oh, okay. My inspiration was, as a kid, I grew up reading voraciously. I was reading a book every couple days. And so I read lots of young adult fantasy and a lot of like Maximum Ride and Artemis Fowl and that kind of stuff growing up.
Okay, yeah.
But at the same time, I was also getting Shonen Jump magazine in the mail. So back in the day, Shonen Jump used to have a monthly magazine and you get chapters of manga. And so I was reading both of those, and I love manga and I love books, and I kind of wanted some of the books to have more manga flair, and I wanted the manga to maybe have a little more literary flair, and so that's kind of what I've created here.
Yay, I love it. Okay. Where can we find you? We're looking for you.
You can find me on all your social media sites. You know, Instagram is where I'm most active, but if you want to read the manga online, you can read chapters for free on Webtoons, Tapas, Global Comics, pretty much all the platforms. It's up there.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your craft here.
Thank you for stopping by.
It's amazing.
Food.
Time for some food. Going to the food truck area to see what's going on out there.
Whoa. Makes you hungry.
Yes, walking around and looking at stuff and talking to people.
Smells good though.
It does smell good. What do we got? All right, here we are, stopping for some lunch. So, con tip, make sure you are staying hydrated and that you have fuel to get through it, because it takes a lot of energy to walk across the whole convention floor and talk to people and make sure you are keeping your energy up, because it's very important when you're at a convention to keep your energy up. Kansas City Brick Lab. Very cool. I got a pirate ship.
How detailed and intricate it is. This, I think it took him about a month.
That Scrooge is awesome.
It is.
We're a club, basically.
Hello.
Holy smokes. Oh, is this what they look like before they have?
Yeah, before they have fur.
Ah!
Yeah. They're made out of upholstery foam.
Wow. Wow.
How long does it take to make one?
For a head, about 60 hours. If it's the full body, about 120.
So is it like sewing where you kind of have to like make a pattern and like cut the pattern?
You have to, you have to make the pattern with tape, and this is what it looks like to hand sew.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you have to like know what you're doing with sewing.
I mean, it's a blanket stitch, and it's like the only stitch I know besides ladder stitch, but I know how to do it really well.
Excellent.
Yeah.
These are great.
Yes. There will be one in here.
Don't touch, I bite. Ah, that one's funny. FOSSA.
Can I get a quick clip with you?
Let's.
Yes, look at this. This is amazing. I'm so impressed with this. You did great.
Hi,
Hello.
guys.
Ghostbusters!
There you go.
Ready? Oh, whoa. That's really fast.
This thing is awesome.
You're gonna have like some serious reflexes. Ah! Oh, well.
Nice try.
Oh, okay. I'll play it. I'll play it. Oh, oh no.
Oh.
Oh. Did you make it? You made it. This is so cool. Okay, how did you decide that this is what you wanted to make?
Our basement has room for 4 pinball machines, unless I made a tabletop. And then I decided to throw the 3D printer at it and see how much of a pinball machine I could make.
Okay.
And
So did you have to like make your own design for your 3D printer? Okay.
Yeah, it's done in the common engineering software called Fusion 360. And I used a few of these elements are pieces of normal pinball machines,
Okay.
flippers, pop-uppers. And then, but everything else the ball touches is 3D printed.
That's awesome.
How many hours did it take to print?
About a little more than 2 weeks straight if you're making one, making it over again. Eventually I would like to put the plans on the internet in case somebody else wants to make one, and they can download and print.
Wow.
So this is like a one-of-a-kind,
Yeah.
your design, you're the only one
Yeah.
with it? That's awesome.
So far.
Oh, that's sweet.
Hello, adventurers! We're in the elevator. We are headed down to the lobby to go over to Bartle Hall for day 2 of Planet Comicon. Here we go. He lives for this, guys. Absolutely lives for this. This is the part of the day where everyone's excited, there's a lot of energy, everybody's wanting to walk around. So, tip number 1, make sure you're wearing comfortable shoes. Tip number 2, make sure you have your wristband on when you walk through the door, or else you will have some issues. I just showed him my wristband, and now we're in. This place is already popping, and it just opened like 30 minutes ago. Ooh, Nelly. We are approaching the area where you would get your photo ops and signatures with Celebrity Row, but you are not allowed to film in the actual area. So, just FYI, that's why we don't get clips of that. Said touch the butt.
jiggles.
So
Oh, I touched the butt too.
we got his sticker. Show me the sticker.
I touched the butt.
Well, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
It's a mouse pad.
Good morning, who are you?
I am Briar Rose, aka Sleeping Beauty, aka Aurora, who is a Disney princess. And it is a miracle that I am in this costume because I ordered it several weeks before this event and I didn't realize it was coming from not the United States. So it arrived the day before we left to come up here. So this is a miracle. And I made a guess at what the size would be. So we got me zipped into it. But I love to cosplay because it allows you to kind of dream a little bit and wear a costume that like I like Sleeping Beauty, so Sleeping Beauty is a character that I really enjoy, and I just, if I get to dress like her, then it's just kind of fun. So
How do you pick what kind of costume you want to wear?
I pick what kind of costume I want to wear based on, it's random, completely random. I kind of have a list of like characters that I'd like to do someday. So like last year I did Alice in Wonderland, and that's one that I've always wanted to do. And I did Toad from Nintendo for Halloween, and that was just a random one that I was like, oh, that sounds fun, so let's do that. So there's no rhyme or reason to my choices other than that looks fun, I want to do that. Look at the little groups. I think I want one of those little groups.
You need a little group?
Little one of these. Aren't they cute?
I like the marshmallows. Out here on the showcase floor, we have come across a samurai. Who are you, samurai?
My name's Jordan. I'm local to Kansas City.
And you made this?
Yes, I did. Not the cloth bits, but all of the armor that you see here, I handmade it from EVA.
All right, what made you want to be a samurai?
I'm a huge Japanese history nut, and I've always wanted to have a suit of armor, and I found some great tutorials from SKS PROPCUSTOMZ over there actually, and just decided to try my hand at it. So
Nice. How many hours do you think you put into building this?
the sword probably took about 5 hours. Armor probably anywhere from 175 to 200.
Wow. Okay, so that's some dedication.
Yeah, I started it mid-December and I got it done 2 weeks ago.
Wow. Okay,
So,
just in time for con.
Just in time.
All right.
Yep.
So, what is your favorite thing about cosplaying at a convention like this?
I like seeing all of the costumes that other people make, seeing what they're passionate about, and then also, obviously showing off characters that I'm passionate about, or themes that I'm passionate about, like the Japanese samurai.
Awesome. Okay. Do you have a place that people can find you on social media if they wanted to learn either more about your costume or just kind of see you as a person, or?
Yeah, so I'm a photographer as well, and so I kind of compile all of my cosplay and photography work at Savagely. It's SABAG3, the number 3, LY.
All right, cool. Well, we will add that in, and we will make sure that people are able to get in touch with you. Outfit looks great.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We hope you have a great weekend.
You as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are headed into a panel, and this is what we're gonna see.
I was walking around through the convention, and when Triple H sees another wrestler, he's got to acknowledge them. So, who are you?
Oh yeah! Hello, I'm the Macho King, Randy Savage. But my real name is Gus. You can follow me at Macho Showman on Instagram and TikTok.
This is pretty awesome, Gus. So, what's your favorite part about being a cosplayer?
Just mingling with all the walks of life that are here at Planet Comicon, like you. Like when I first met you, it was just you and your wife that was doing cosplay, and then maybe about 2 years after that, now look at me!
Oh, the influence.
Of course.
Oh, that's awesome. So today you've got the Macho King going on. You've got all kinds of other costumes as well that I've seen before. What else do you like to do?
So if you saw me yesterday, I was Dr. Facilier from Princess and the Frog. And tomorrow, I'll be P.T. Barnum of The Greatest Showman. That's a really great movie. I recommend it.
Yeah, that's a great kind of mix there. So how do you decide, what you want to do each day or what your next character is going to be?
So we do Macho King on Saturdays because of just how many people are here. It gets great interactions because although I had to do this voice for hours and hours and hours. So usually something like this is where I get to take a break. But yesterday with Dr. Facilier, that was the first time run of me actually mingling with the crowd with it, because last year I got caught up for 6 hours. Ooh. 6 hours in line for Keith David last year. So I didn't have a chance to mingle with anyone. And then P.T. Barnum I wear on Sundays because that's family day and he's a really big hit with the kids.
Well, Gus has already told us where we can find him, but if you want to say that one more time, we'll make sure that everybody watching knows how to get a hold of you.
Macho_Showman on Instagram and TikTok.
That's very fitting. Well, we appreciate your time, Gus. We hope you have a great weekend out here.
Thank you. You too.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yay, princesses! It's a moving picture.
My name is Triple H.
But really, this is Sawyer, guys. And why do you cosplay?
Because it is so much fun. Who doesn't like being able to act like it's Halloween for some random days during the year?
Okay, what inspires you to cosplay and what is your general niche?
So I always try to go for wrestlers, whether it's old school, new school, just any kind of wrestling, because when I was a kid, wrestling was awesome and it still is awesome.
It is
so
awesome.
I try to promote wrestling because everybody should watch wrestling.
Okay, so why did you go with this version of Triple H this year?
Well, as I'm getting older and more out of shape, I had to find something that hides all of that. So I went with the DX takeover of WCW.
And it's pretty epic, isn't it? So we stopped by to see Scribe. We're getting his 2 new books. But he is one of Sawyer's favorite graffiti artists, and he is local to Kansas City, but he also does artwork in Tulsa and a lot of other places. But you can see a lot of his graffiti and artwork in Kansas City and in Tulsa for sure, because we have seen it.